On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. No progress on... That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Track 60. Ready. Trap 60. Trap 60. Mustang 19. Check go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on, set. 19 Lions. Hurt.
Back to throw now. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. So this one not hit the way he wanted there. They're going to say it went out short of the 40. New set of downs for him at the 38. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Here's Young to throw. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. That one's complete, right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Reload! Reload! Set up!
Sticking to the air, it's Young. Gets his running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They'll run for this. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10 now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Running back sent in motion. He's on the move. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
18 Cardinal, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come 19, come 19. 19, 18.
Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's gonna be brought down at the 35-yard line. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Thrash hauls it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
70 Lion.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go now. Tight. 19 tight. Take go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And not
Touchdown, Cleveland! So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They're out and set. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is Walker on 2nd. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Young to throw here on 3rd. Into the hands of Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for it. Young. Escapes out to the left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Looking right, and he finds him. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Young on the play action. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The former soccer star Brandon Aubrey on now to attempt the field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed left. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 27. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. Oh, he lost the football. Panthers pick this one up. And here I was just moments ago, Brock, thinking this dude is going to be impossible to stop. Bowling through defenders, which makes them forcing that fumble all the more impressive.
Yeah, you never want to tell your guys to stop fighting through tackles because he is, to your point, Kate, so good at it. The longer he fights and stays up, the longer those defenders have a chance to fly in and rip that ball free.
Walker on 1st down. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Young working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
An extra corner into the game for the Panthers. 3rd down.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
2nd and 6 now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that makes it third down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Handoff running left, Walker. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Chris Abrams-Drain.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Play action now, Young. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning.
At the 22-yard line.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
60 Bison. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They kick the running back in motion.
Take over.
Now on 2nd and 10. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job. Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing it again here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
He's going to throw this one. Dumped off to his running back.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Running back sent in motion. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Young on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, it's Young. He's got it over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. That one's incomplete over the middle. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think it's fair to say, and the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at a big game. They missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
19 tight. Go.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Caught by the open man. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Move slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, set.
He'll throw it yet again. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Throwing from the gun here. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Tiger.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Panthers have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll stick with the ground game here. They'll cobble together a yard there. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. Young throwing here. It's out. That's a live ball. Bouncing near the goal line. And they got it back. Looks like they covered it just before it went into the end zone. Wow. Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he'll make the fair catch. Didn't make it to the 50. This one just short of midfield. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits his running back. With a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Outright, Leggett makes the grab. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 33 on 2nd down. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the 2nd half. You have all that data from the 1st half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the 2nd.
They'll run here on 1st down. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Let's go. 18, right here. Go.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Space on the right. He's got room. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Chooses to bring this one out. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to the air following the pick six. Thrash hauls it in. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on 1st down. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Gets it quickly to Douglas. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Looking for a throw here. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
70 Lions.
Another try following the sack. Setting up the screen. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
To the air, 3rd and long. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Browns will have their work cut out for them on this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Completed to his running back. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there. And then
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of 6. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Here he is on 3rd and long. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here.
Let's go now.
Tight end in motion left. Pass play on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Boy, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
At the 60. Let's go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers have the football as he records his 12th INT of this season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Cut out left. And he stopped at the 31-yard line.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap now to Young. Buys time, rolling right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
On the draw, it's Walker. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Chased out to his right. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set, go.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone, and this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Panthers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter, and they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's brought down for a loss. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Play action now. Young. This is reeled in by Leggett. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Young working from the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Carolina in punt formation. It'll be Jake Camarda doing the honors. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. So no return on that punt. And the Browns will go on offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Set. Warrior 70.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Still sticking with the passing game. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set, go.
They'll throw it again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Go!
Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Working quickly here. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on fourth down, and they move those chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
18 card.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First down from the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Panthers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 23. He's on the move. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. In motion right is Mims. Young on the play action. He rolls to his right. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. That's complete to Leggett. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. 2nd and 13. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd and long, Young. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Oh no, they get him yet again. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. And the Browns get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throwing the out route complete. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
On the ready.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty.
60 Bobcat. Let's go. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
From the 48. Escapes the pocket. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge...